Hi, my name is Nathan, and today we're going to do a comic book review of Star Wars Crimson Reign, issue number 1, brought to you by Rated Comics. Let's get to it. We begin this issue with a flashback of some sort. A holocron emits light as it forms into this lady. Whoever is speaking off panel to this holocron will answer your questions. When this lady forms using the light side of the Force, she begins to say, this is a story of a woman named Qi'ra. Grew up in the sewers of Cordelia, she used her skill, cunning, and will to ride to great heights to rule a group called the Crimson Dawn. When she found them, they were liars and thieves led by a monster. They remained those things under her hand, but she gave them something the monster had not: a purpose, a grand ambition to change the galaxy for the better. Qi'ra planned, schemed, and prepared, and most importantly, she searched for those few people in the galaxy with skill, power, and will to help make this possible. I'm curious to see who is talking to this holocron off panel. Hope we find that out at the end of this issue. The people she brought together are the Knights of Ren, Chanath Cha and the Orphans, Destic, Margot, and Trina, Qi'ra's closest advisors. I remember them from War of the Bounty Hunters. The Archivists all standing before Lady Qi'ra on her ship, the Vermilion, as she gives her speech. Her speech is the true nature of the galaxy is that it is a prison and we are all prisoners. The reason is one word: the Sith. She learned about the Sith from the one who ruled Crimson Dawn before her, Maul. He used to be the Sith's apprentice. He learned their mysteries, their power, and their eternal ambition. Then the brother died in a galaxy not so far away, and he was reborn. When he was no longer useful, he was discarded. The Sith take and the Sith throw away. Qi'ra explains that the power structure of the galaxy should be like this mountain on the hologram. People are free to climb as high as they can, but under the Sith, the galaxy is like a pyramid hologram. Everyone climbing, pushing others down to ascend. But at the peak, the top, the one truly free person is Emperor Palpatine. His Sith name, Darth Sidious. His apprentice, Darth Vader. The two of them combined are the most powerful people in the galaxy. They must die so the galaxy can live. Qi'ra is hitting on everything with her speech and giving examples of what the Sith took from each crew: pride, love, hope, identity, legacy, and they're all gravitating to one another. They don't trust each other, and she acknowledges that. You guys shouldn't trust me, but we have a common goal and we want the same thing. That means we can work together. Maul had a plan to destroy the Sidious, but he was killed. Lady Qi'ra vows to not make the same mistake. She won't be doing this alone because, let's be honest, how can you defeat the Sith alone? She closes the speech with, we all can get what we want. All we got to do is do our jobs, play our part, and we will achieve something extraordinary. Freedom. Lady Qi'ra takes up a meeting with Lord Gyudu, or Gyoti. If I'm butchering that name, comment below. I apologize, guys. I'm a casual Star Wars fan, but this story interests me. He's the leader of the Black Sun Syndicate. After some back and forth to establish anticipation, really good dialogue by the way, she offers the Black Sun a piece of valuable information as a courtesy. Referencing War of the Bounty Hunters, you can watch the full review at the end of the video. I'll put the playlist at the end. The Hutts attacked the Imperial flagship and she asked if he saw that. He's like, of course I did. And as punishment, Darth Vader executed the entire Hutt council as punishment. Like a Star Wars infomercial, she's like, but wait, there's more. Palpatine was furious at the Hutt's betrayal. For years, the Hutts had enjoyed a special relationship with the Empire and a protected status. The Empire is reconsidering and looking for a new partner, but it won't be the Crimson Dawn. Lady Qi'ra continues to say, we have no interest in a direct partnership with the Empire, and we want to stay small. But if there was ever a time to make a play for an organization with a larger footprint, it will be quite the opportunity. Meanwhile, Lord Gyoti may be taking the bait. Lady Qi'ra and others are going around the galaxy and telling these Imperial laws the same thing just to strike up some kind of anarchy here. And Qi'ra ends with for him to pass the info to Prince Sahur with compliments from Crimson Dawn and to remember them when the credits start rolling in. So this is starting to become some kind of anarchy show, and I'm all for it. Now above in the Ciroto, the orphans are on a mission of themselves per Lady Qi'ra. Their mission is to go to the Smash Processing Lab and they are to leave no witnesses. They're just out to cause an all-out war. Now there's a conversation there why they're called the orphans, and Chanath tells her the answer. I watched Darth Vader kill my parents right in front of me. I swear to him the oath that I will not take revenge. I said those words because my parents wanted me to live, but my heart died with the moment I watched Vader cut them open. The way I figure it, oaths end when you do, and my heart died and I've been hunting Vader ever since. So we're gonna do this mission, and what I couldn't do alone, maybe I could do with Lady Qi'ra. So we'll see. So now we get to know the deeper motivation why she wants to take on this mission. So they got a job to do. They land and they just start out an all-out war. Boom, boom, laser blast. They're just causing havoc. Leave no witnesses. You're not gonna know who did this to us. Laser shots ricochet off of her, and they're just going to work on this Imperial law. And they're doing, as Lady Qi'ra says, no witnesses. And meanwhile, we got an intercom from this brother outside looking, making sure nothing comes in. There's no witnesses. Hey, yo, Chaneth, we got a couple of Black Sun birdies trying to leave the nest. They're gonna accelerate into hyperspace soon. I can't get both of them. I don't have enough time, and I'll be out of range. He takes one down, mission accomplished. And inside that transport, they're like, dude, they just destroyed the other transport. What are we waiting for? Let's light speed out of here. But they can't because they're not far enough from the planet to enter into hyperspace. That will kill them. Before they could get any further, boom! Another orphans caught him in time and took him out. Now, it did not take long for the Black Sun to notice the loss of their hidden facility. They're just like, who did it? Who dare claim responsibility on this? The thing is, there's no witnesses. Even on the popped up shadow feeds, there's no source claiming the responsibility. And because none of the syndicates wanted to claim this, they know they would eradicate them. No one claims it. What is he to do? Well, we'll have to hit all of them. So this causes a shitstorm of just battles, demolishing, and just the orphans doing their thing, other people in the clan doing their thing, the Hutts getting annihilated. It's just an epic, beautiful mess of a galaxy that's not so far away. It was this disorder in the galaxy ruled by one value, order. Palpatine valued order, and above all else, he would take extreme measures to preserve it. So it catches his attention, and that's what Qi'ra wanted. He was displeased. He took action. He informed Lord Vader that he is required. But the Syndicate War was far from the only plans Qi'ra had set in motion. The Knights of Ren also had a play. So they go to the transport night bus, they do their thing, they go into a fight, they go into a battle, all to retrieve plans of Vader's fortress. They don't know how they're gonna get into it, but they see that this plan is starting to come together, and maybe perhaps Qi'ra and them can pull it off. They can take out Vader and Palpatine the Sith. We see this lady who was part of the holocron. Qi'ra did give her a specific task that will increase their chances of success. We're not the Sith's only enemy. Another group that fought them centuries before, defeating them more than once. A few had survived. If anything could be found, they could serve as powerful allies. If they don't want to take the tone or take the task, they can serve as bait. And we see Master Yoda. And so in other words, she's trying to recruit Jedi either as allies or as baits to help increase their chances. So Qi'ra starts putting all this together. The assassins are next. Reach out to Leia. Organize this feat where everything's coming together. The Hutts are longtime players. They're not doing it. So Lady Qi'ra lied to them, but that's okay. It's all to set the plan in motion. And by that time, things will be rioted out by that time, and too much, the mess will be too far into it. The rebels will be a part of this too, whether they want to or not, or even they realize it. Qi'ra planned as well as anyone could. She thought she could achieve extraordinary things. As an astonishing woman in thousands of ways. This is the story. I would thought this was a story of how they took down the Sith, but no, this is a story of the fall of the Crimson Dawn. Lady Qi'ra thought this plan could work, but this story is a tragedy, and I would think her ultimate demise. But in this 5-issue series, I am curious to see how this is going to play out. I thought this was a fantastic introduction, and it contains an incredible amount of context and setting the stage for just one issue. It deals with the tons of different people and factions who are involved. Yet the writer keeps things focused, clear, and the story cohesive. And in terms of storytelling technique, I love it. The archivist narrating the story from the beginning is very matter of fact and definitely hints at how did Lady Qi'ra die, and it's a unique plot device to use in a story like this. It works really well. Since it's obvious Qi'ra and her crew isn't going to defeat the Sith or anything like that, I think the story leaning into that and omitting it from the very first issue doesn't take away from the intrigue, but rather adds to it, and I'm curious to see how this issue unfolds. With that being said, Star Wars Crimson Reign, issue number 1. What you guys think of the comic book? Comment below, let me know. Also, link in description if you wish to add this comic book to your comic book collection, because this is an enjoyable read. If you like the content we're throwing up, you know what to do. Don't be shy and don't be stingy. Here at Rated Comics, we do awesome comic book reviews, comic book related content with the occasional comic book giveaway. Thanks again for watching. Until next time.